Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell so you can get notifications for all of my videos up here on the channel. So we are going to be diving into your 2020. What do you need to know about 2020? What is it going to look like for you? What messages do the angels have for you? And how can you best navigate it? We are going to be breaking this down a little bit differently than I do my monthly readings. I wanted to go a little bit deeper. I wanted to break it down into some different categories as to different areas of your life and what you can expect within those different areas of your life. So the first cards that we're going to take a look at are the overarching theme. I pulled two cards for the overarching theme that you can expect throughout your year of 2020. Okay, so the first card that I pulled here is the Seven of Earth reverse. Okay, so I am feeling, as I look at all of your cards and as I look at this, that there is going to be a feeling for part of this year of feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, feeling like all of the work, all of the things that you are putting into different areas of your life, maybe some areas more than others, are going to feel a little bit stuck. Like it's going to feel like maybe you're not receiving the reward for all of the work, all of the energy that you're putting into certain things. And this card, the Seven of Earth reverse, is suggesting to me that eventually, that ultimately, you are going to reap the rewards of all that you have sown. You know, you're going to see the seeds that you have planted start to sprout and start to sprout. I feel like when they do sprout, there's going to be a lot of sprouting, and I feel like these sprouts are going to be happening throughout this year of 2020. So hang tight if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like things aren't moving forward through this year for a while. Continue to have patience, continue to focus on planting those seeds, having lots of seeds all around in different areas of your life. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're putting energy into, continue to plant seeds, continue to focus on planting seeds, and try not to get too discouraged when you're not seeing those blossom yet, because I think later on, as we get further on into the year, this energy is going to move forward and you're actually going to see lots of things sprouting all at once. So that's going to be an exciting time when that happens for you. And then we have the Eight of Earth reverse. Okay, so I don't feel like this is going to be a year of a lot of like you learning or adding new skills in. I think that maybe this has been a focus for you in recent years of developing yourself, personal development maybe, or work development, or just learning and growing yourself in some way. And I'm not saying that you're not going to be working on yourself or working on things or learning new things, right? Because hopefully, ideally, we always are doing that, and we always are expanding our knowledge and helping ourselves to grow. But this isn't going to be a huge year, I don't feel, for you in terms of going back to school or, you know, adding in new information into your life. I feel like it's kind of more like you're going to be building upon the foundations that you already have set for yourself. And I feel like you're really ready to take things to the next level, and you have the knowledge that you need to be able to do that. You have the understanding that you need to be able to do that, or you've learned the life lessons that you need to learn in order to be able to do that. So I feel like overall this is really good. It's going to be more focused on watching these things sprout and watching yourself build upon the foundation that you already have been creating for yourself here in your life. So let's take a look at the next category, is the self and health category. Okay, so we have the Four of Air reverse. Okay, so this is saying to me that in the year before this or leading up to this, I think that you really have listened to yourself. I think that you have made more effort to get yourself into balance, to rest more, to meditate more, or whatever it is that speaks to you in terms of taking care of yourself. And this year, you're going to see the benefit of that. I feel like you've already created some really healthy habits for yourself, some positive habits for yourself. This is encouragement to continue with that, or if you haven't, if you are one of those people that hasn't taken those steps, make sure you do that, because you're really going to see the benefit of this year. And I think that in so many ways, especially health-wise, you're going to find yourself thriving and feeling good and feeling maybe not so stressed out, not so overwhelmed. I feel like in some ways it's going to be lighter this year for you. And so that's really great. And then we have the Lover's card upright. Okay, so the Lover's card, when it's showing up in regard to health, is all about good health. It's all about you feeling great. It's all about you feeling like you have made choices that are in alignment with your highest and best good in regard to your overall well-being and your overall health. So I feel like just across the board, you're going to be feeling great. You're going to have overall great health throughout this 2020. So that's really wonderful to hear, and keep up those things that have led to this. Acknowledge and recognize the things that you've done and keep them up, because if we sometimes it's really easy that once we're feeling good, once we're feeling better, to fall out of those habits that we know have created some really amazing things in our life. So making sure that you do that as well. The next category that we're going to take a look at is the work and life's work. So let's take a peek at that category for you. So this is maybe the job that you get paid for. Maybe this is just what you're here to do on this planet, living in your purpose, living a purposeful life. And so we don't always get paid for that. Maybe it's just the way that we interact here in this world, or the way that we interact with people, or the gifts that we bring here to this earth, or it can be connected to your work life and your job. So the first card that we have here is the Page of Fire reversed. Okay, so this is feeling to me like, in regard to work and things like that, there's not really a whole lot of new excitement. There's not a lot of new energy here. And I do feel as though you may find yourself feeling a bit bored, feeling a bit, just not really loving it, not really feeling excited about things, not really feeling a fresh new energy. But again, I want you to trust that if you have planted seeds in regard to your work, that those are going to be sprouting eventually, and it's not going to feel quite so so stuck, so boring, so stagnant. Okay, so you want to make sure that you focus on that, and also focusing on, okay, so this is where it is, and I've created this solid foundation for myself. What is it that I need now? How can I create a fresh energy here? How can I shake things up a little bit? How can I feel excited about the work that I'm doing? How can I feel excited about the role that I'm playing here on this earth? How can I feel excited about what it is that I share with other people here on this earth? So giving some thought to that, and making sure that you follow through with whatever answers that come with that. Okay, so but I ultimately feel as though this lack of excitement, if you guys are going to be making any changes in your life, it is going to be in regard to work. Okay, well, I don't want to say that like you're not going to make changes. I don't mean that, but like big changes, I think for you in 2020 may be connected to work or may not be. We have the life experience card reversed. Okay, so this is about an ending and a new beginning. And oftentimes when this is showing up reversed, this is a decision that you make. So it may not be that you walk away from your job. It may be that you get really bored with a particular part of that and you decide to not continue with something connected with that, or you decide to make a change to make things a little bit more exciting. I think some of this stuck energy, this feeling of it being stagnant, is intended to help push you into making some changes, shaking things up a little bit, making things a little bit more exciting. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to leave your job, but it also can be connected with leaving your job or changing your work in some way. I do feel some shifts around that, whether you actually leave or you just shake things up a little bit. So there's definitely an energy around that for sure. Now, the next category that we're going to take a look at is relationships and love. So this can be your romantic relationships, this can be family, this can be friends, this can be relationships with anyone in your life, okay? So here we have the Queen of Air, okay? So this area is not stagnant for you, okay? This is you finally having clarity on relationships in your life. This is you really understanding things, and this is you clearing out whatever it is that you need to clear out. This is you releasing whatever it is that needs to be released from your life, okay? This is you really understanding things from a clear perspective and making choices for yourself that are for your highest and best good. I love the Queen of Air. She does not mess around. She is, when she's done, and she handles that not in an aggressive or an angry way. She just handles it. She just takes care of it. She just clears out whatever it is that needs to be cleared out. So you may find yourself clearing out relationships in your life that just don't serve you anymore, that just don't connect for you anymore. So you may find that this energy really will support that change and make this a little bit easier for you. Okay, so definitely some shakeups in regard to relationships, but I feel like that's going to just feel really light and really good. And overall, like, man, this has been a long time coming, and it's time for me to make these shifts. Okay, then we have the Seven of Air, and again, this is like all of a sudden you recognize the way that you have been engaging in certain relationship patterns in your life, and you're ready to step away. The Seven of Air is about stepping away, getting off the ride, maybe something that you have repeated over and over and over again. And it's like suddenly like you have learned your lesson. Remember I said with this Eight of Earth that you're really going to just be building upon your foundation. It's not really about learning a whole lot new. This has to do with life lessons as well. Of course, we're always learning. We're always learning life lessons, but I feel like you kind of take a look at something and you just understand it from a new perspective. Finally, you take a look at your relationships in your life and you really understand in a different way. You see things from a different perspective, and I think that that's going to be incredibly empowering for you and life-changing for you in the best possible ways. So I really feel some shakeups, and I think that this creates some amazing space for some incredible relationships in your life. So I love this energy around relationships for you. The next category that we have is resources, abundance, money, that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's take a peek at this. So I'm not necessarily seeing like a huge surge of money coming into your life, although everybody's individual astrology will look a little bit different, okay? But it doesn't feel like negative either. It doesn't feel like you're losing money or you're losing opportunities. It feels just a little bit more stable, a little bit more solid. It's maybe not happening as quickly as you might like it to, but again, seeds that have been planted are going to be sprouting, and I feel as though that is in regard to financial reward and financial gain and opportunities as well. So when that hits, that will hit and that will be powerful. So you just have to kind of hang tight until that happens. And when that happens, it's like we've got this Ten of Water energy. This is you. All of your needs are being met, whether it's your financial needs, whether it's your relationship needs, whether it's your emotional needs, your material needs. In fact, the card itself says a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So I kind of feel like your cup is full. You feel like you've got a little bit of everything in your life. So you have some really amazing, important things to look forward to in this year, because I think just across the board, things are going to feel pretty good. Things are going to feel pretty rewarding. So hang tight if they're not feeling rewarding just yet, because once you get past this stuck energy, really great stuff is coming in for you. So this is wonderful. And the very last category that we're going to take a look at is what do your thought processes look like? What does your thinking look like? How are you feeling mentally throughout this year of 2020? So let's pull these cards. We have the Two of Fire reversed. So again, this is about work energy, just not feeling very fresh, not feeling very new. Maybe there's not really any new connections that you're making that are feeling good. Maybe there's not any new people coming into your life that are bringing in a fresh energy in regard to work. Okay, so understand that you don't want to let this get you down. You don't want to let this make you feel like giving up. Take a look at this. Why is this feeling this way? Why am I not feeling good in regard to work? What changes do I need to make? Because I really feel like it's purposeful and it's supposed to be triggering you to make some changes, like I said earlier, shake things up, allow things to shift. So using this energy to your benefit, because it absolutely is purposeful. And then we have the Awakening card, which I really love coming up in this thoughts category, because awakening is all about seeing the world from a new perspective. This is the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, and it's about all of a sudden it's like your eyes are open and you see things clearly. You see things for what they are. You see your best life path. You see what decisions you need to be making for yourself. And I love all of this for you, because when you see things from the perspective of your soul rather than from your ego, rather than from that state of fear, you can do amazing and incredible things for your life. And I really feel like this peace of mind, this clarity of mind is going to be so helpful and so beneficial for you as you are trying to move forward with your life, as you are trying to build upon this foundation that you have already created for yourself. So allow that to come. And it may look like, before you get to this awakening, it may look like confusion. It may look like discomfort. It may look like not understanding what you want or where things are going, or not understanding why things have happened the way that they have happened. But what it leads to is this awakening energy, and this is a powerful, powerful energy to be in. And again, I noticed on this card it says a temporary standstill. So I really want you guys to focus on this word temporary, that any stuck energy, that any standstill that you are experiencing, because we have 2 cards in this pile that are saying those exact words, making sure that you understand that it is absolutely temporary and things are going to ultimately move forward, and it's going to be really, really beneficial for you. So those are your cards for the year of 2020. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and I always like to hear from you in comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell so that you get notifications for any and all videos that I upload here on the channel. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care.